You've been through hell and back, right? You've been through so much. And you can't seem to figure out why you want them back. You don't know why you want them back. You have no idea, but all you know is that you want the narcissist back. And you likely want the narcissist back because you still care about them. You miss them. And you still have found, the right crowd of people to surround yourself with, to socialize with. You see, no one can tell you a specific reason why you still want them back. That is something you have to reason out for yourself. You see, once you start learning about narcissism and you learn that they fit the criteria, you begin to understand the depth of the abuses that they use. You get to understand their tactics, the things that they've done to you. You see, they abused you to get you to give them what they wanted. You will also wonder how you let them do those things to you. When you understand what they are doing and how you responded, your desire for them will begin to fade. This is how it works. You won't want that narcissist back. You see, getting out and about with others, a lot of the times, surrounding yourself with good people, having good people to talk to, right? And learning about narcissism will help those feelings fade. Sometimes writing things down, making lists, about their good and bad traits and tactics, help put those feelings behind you. Wanting them back is often the trauma bond, y'all. And it's formed by the on-again, off-again abusive tactics that kept you hanging on, hoping that they would change. You see, true narcissists won't change, only pull you further down the rabbit hole. You got out of that rabbit hole, but you haven't shook off the dirt they piled on you to keep you in the relationship. You have to keep learning, what actually occurred. Understand your responses, which after the facts are understood, the trauma bond will begin to fade away and take your longing with it. You won't want that narcissist back. Do you really want the narcissist back? Right now, most likely, yes. If it's fresh, most likely, yes. But you have to learn what you need to understand, and those feelings of wanting them back will disappear. You'll know what the trauma bond and your wanting, is being broken when the first thought you have in the morning isn't about them anymore. That's when you realize that they are no longer welcome in your life. A life without them in it and under your own control. A lot of y'all got to get this. People keep asking me this. Why do I want the narcissist back so badly after knowing how they treated me? It's most likely still fresh, y'all. And guess what? You've been brainwashed as well. Narcissistic relationships is like you've escaped a cult. And it's not so far-fetched to call them the leader of their cult. And you're the only member. And a lot of times, you're not the only member. You're just the only member you know. You see, they lie and they manipulate your emotions in order to control your reality of love and fear so they can feed off your reactions to regulate their own. This is how it works. And you become dependent on this control. And it can cause you to believe that you can't feel anything without their involvement, y'all. They've conditioned your brain, right, into thinking you need them to survive, when in reality, you don't. I'm trying to talk to you. You don't need them. People often say, right, that survivors of narcissistic abuse may have low self-esteem before and after a narcissistic relationship, but I think it's far more insidious and complicated than that. Narcissists are very purposeful, y'all. They know how to plant seeds and reap rewards from them. And the best thing you can do is start rewiring your brain to see through the fog of lies and manipulations that the narcissists use to entrap you in the first place. It takes time and effort and a willingness, right, to embrace the truth. This is how it works. This is how you break the trauma bond. Because a lot of times, y'all, when it's still fresh, and a lot of times for long periods of time after, you still want the narcissist back. And for everything I've stated so far, these are reasons why. It's going to take time. It's not easy. You have to understand your feelings were real. They were genuine. You really felt the way you felt for the narcissist. But it was only real on your side. That's it. You were a genuine individual who had real feelings, who actually cared for this clown. And this is how it panned out for you. And this is why you still want the narcissist back. A lot of times when it's still fresh, y'all, feelings don't just dissipate overnight just because you realize you were dealing with a narcissist. Sometimes it takes time. But I guarantee you, the more you start seeing this for what it really is, the more you start paying attention to whom you were dealing with, the more you start educating yourself and realizing that this person really is a narcissist, these feelings will start to fade. They will dissipate. You will find yourself thinking about the narcissist less and less, wanting to be with this individual less and less. It does happen this way, y'all. Many people will tell you that. And I know it's different strokes for different folks, but I guarantee you, I can guarantee you, if you pay attention and call a spade, and don't make excuses for the behavior that the narcissist has bestowed upon you, and don't give them all this credit for all these good times, quote unquote, that you so-called had with the narcissist, I promise you, if you put things into perspective and you accept the truth for what it is, this will fade. Your feelings for the narcissist will go up in smoke. Do you hear me? This is how it works. You can get over it. Your feelings will fade. And I can promise you, you won't want that narcissist, and you definitely will not want them anywhere in your space once you are willing to accept and embrace the truth. Y'all, I tell y'all, it's always facts over feelings over here. You ask me a question, I'm going to answer. But the reason why, the main reason why most people still want the narcissist right after this discard has happened, and for long periods of time right after, is because that trauma bond is hard, y'all. But you have to do the work. And I always say, sad to say, it's you who has to do the work, right? When it should be them. But we all know narcissists don't change. They don't do anything wrong, remember? It was all your fault, remember? So it has to be you that does the changing, since they don't. And the changing is to stop them from being able to come into your life again. It's doing the inner work on you to find out what allowed this behavior in the first place. Because let me tell you something, narcissists are not going to do anything that's going to show any type of change at all. They are liars, y'all. They are master manipulators. You've been duped, and that's just how it is. And when you accept it for what it is, I can guarantee you will not want this individual back in your life, and the feelings you have for this joker will fade. This is how it works. I had to come on here and share that with y'all. You know, you ask me questions, y'all, I want to be able to answer. And I want to answer truthfully, because I can't tickle your fancy by telling y'all all this different stuff that's not real. If we all face reality, right? And thrive together and understand what this is, y'all, we get stronger. And they know it. Y'all, it's a sad reality that we live in, but it's a reality that we live in. Who wants to breathe the same air as a narcissist, right? Who wants to... Listen, y'all, I could dive deep and say a lot of stuff, but because this is YouTube, I won't do that. I just want to share this message with y'all and make sure that we understand where we're going with this. If you're still having feelings of wanting that narcissist back, then you're still in the fog. You're not there yet. But you will definitely get there. I can promise you that. Y'all, it's going to be a day, you know what? I'm going to make a raw and uncut video that's not going to be monetized, and I'm going to say a lot of stuff that I have been wanting to say about these narcissists. You know, I've been holding back, but it's going to be a day that's going to come really soon that I'm going to say a lot of things that needs to be said. It's going to be raw and uncut, and only a few will understand. And I'm going to say some things that needs to be said, and y'all, I try to keep it clean on here, but there are some things that I would like to say and just not give a damn for once. There are some things I would really like to say and just not give a damn who hears it. But I've been trying to keep it clean, y'all. But everything just can't be clean. Sometimes your speech has to be rude. It doesn't make you any less of a person. One day, y'all, it's going to, listen, coming soon. Because, there's some things that I really would like to say. And just forget the monetization for the video. Just say it. And just turn off my monetization for this in particular video. Just say what I gotta say, and it is what it is. Oh well. You guys, that's it for this video, That is it for this video. Stay tuned, because guess what? I'll be back. There are some things that I really want to talk about. Take the time also to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your bell so you will know when I'm coming through with another video. Until next time.